When you read the Bible, pay attention. Don't remember the stories. Learn the codes. It's a coded document. Focus. Find the codes. You know, I was leading prayers on Friday night and something hit my spirit. Jesus came and said, the flesh is weak, the spirit is willing. I said, wait. Lord, you too had a challenge of flesh? How come you were sinless? I thought only we had issues with flesh. What do you mean? The spirit is willing, the flesh. So nobody can give an excuse that flesh was what made me fall. And then he gave us a code. He said, pray that you fall not into temptation. I say, hold it. Are you trying to say every temptation I fell into because I chose to? So prayer is not just to talk to God. Prayer is to put flesh in check. Prayer is to make you rise above temptation. So the Christian walk is possible to be perfect. Anybody and everybody can live above temptation. The problem is that we don't do what he did. When he noticed that flesh was weak, he separated himself. He carried those who believed. He carried those who were committed to him and went to Gethsemane. And even in Gethsemane, he began to fractionate them. The first 7 are not as strong as the last 3. So he separated the 8 rather and moved 3 forward. He now saw that these 3, they can't support well. He still left them behind and stepped aside. And he prayed until flesh submitted. When he stood up, he walked up to those who came to arrest him. There was no fear. There was no contemplation. He spoke with audacity. Whom seek ye? They said, Jesus of Nazareth. He walked to them and said, I am he. They went back and fell. Oh my God. He came again. I say, whom seek ye? They said, Jesus of Nazareth. I told you already, I am he. They went, my God, my God, my God. Pakato. You know what that means? Every temptation you overcome, new levels are added, greater measures are released, greater dimensions are released. The book is coded. The book. I speak over someone. Every word you came here with, you are leaving them behind.